Welcome to the channel, you petrol heads. Today, we're strapping ourselves in for a journey back in time to the dawn of the automobile. Forget your fancy electric doodads and your hybrid whatnots. We're talking about the granddaddies of the road, the mechanical mastodons that started it all. We're on a quest to unearth the top 5 oldest cars in existence, the pioneers that dared to replace the horse-drawn carriage with something altogether more thrilling. These weren't just vehicles, they were revolutionary contraptions, bold experiments on wheels, and frankly, it's a bloody miracle they worked at all. So, get ready to delve into a world of steam, gears, and sheer mechanical audacity as we explore the incredible stories behind these automotive ancestors. Right then, our first contender hails from the year 1832, a time when Queen Victoria was but a slip of a girl, and Britain was in the throes of industrial revolution. Picture, if you will, cobbled streets, gas lamps flickering, and this absolute monstrosity lumbering into view, the Hancock Omnibus. Now this wasn't some dainty little runabout. Oh no, this beast was a behemoth, a steam-powered leviathan designed to ferry the masses. Imagine a carriage, but instead of horses, you've got a 2-cylinder engine chugging away like a grumpy dragon. It could pack in 14 passengers, can you believe it? 14 souls, all crammed together, bouncing along on those solid iron wheels. Next up, we're hopping across the pond to 1875, where a couple of chaps in Springfield, Massachusetts, were cooking up something special. They called it the Grenville steam carriage, and unlike some of the other contraptions we've seen, this one still functions today. Can you imagine that? Driving a car older than time itself? This plucky little thing was the brainchild of 2 brothers, and it's said to be the first self-propelled road vehicle with room for a passenger that still works. Forget your Teslas and your Ferraris, this is the real deal. It had a top speed of 18 miles per hour, which, let's be honest, probably felt like warp speed back then. It even had a proper steel chassis, unlike the rickety wooden frames of its predecessors. This was a car built to last, and last it did. Now for our next automotive ancestor, we're off to France, a country known for its wine, its cheese, and its, dare I say, rather flamboyant taste in cars. In 1884, a certain Count de Dion commissioned a vehicle so extravagant, so utterly French, that it could only be called La Marquise. This wasn't just a car, it was a statement on wheels. Imagine a carriage fit for royalty, all polished brass, gleaming wood, and plush velvet upholstery. Underneath all that finery, however, lurked a rather unusual power source, a steam engine fueled by wood, coal, and paper. Yes, you heard that right, paper. Imagine having to pull over on a long journey to find a newspaper stand. Still, once it got going, La Marquise could hit a top speed of 38 miles per hour. Hold on to your hats, everyone, because this is where things start to get really interesting. The year is 1886, and a certain Carl Benz, a German fellow with a penchant for tinkering, has just unveiled a contraption that will change the world, the Benz patent motor wagon. Forget your steam engines and your wood-fired boilers. This baby ran on petrol. That's right, the first gasoline-powered car in all its glory. It had a single-cylinder, 4-stroke engine that produced a whopping 0.75 horsepower. The Benz patent motor wagon could carry 2 people and reach a top speed of 10 miles per hour. This, my friends, was the dawn of a new era. Now we're off to the chilly north, to Denmark, where in that very same year, 1886, a group of enterprising chaps were putting the finishing touches on their own automotive marvel. They called it the Hammelvognen, and it was a curious beast indeed. Imagine a wooden carriage, but instead of horses, you've got a 2-cylinder engine chugging away, producing a whopping 3 horsepower. But the Hammelvognen wasn't just about brute force. Oh no, this was a sophisticated piece of machinery for its time. It had a reverse gear, functional brakes, and could carry up to 4 passengers. The only thing it lacked was a suspension, which means that riding in it was probably about as comfortable as sitting on a jackhammer. So there you have it, a whistle-stop tour through the history of the motor car, from steam-powered behemoths to gasoline-fueled pioneers. It's hard to believe how far we've come since those early days, isn't it? Back then, a car that could travel at 10 miles per hour was considered a marvel of engineering. Now, we've got electric cars that can outrun a fighter jet. But for all our advancements, we shouldn't forget the pioneers who paved the way, the dreamers and the tinkerers who dared to imagine a world where horses were nothing more than a hobby. They may have been clunky, they may have been slow, but they were the start of something special. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more fascinating automotive history. See you in the next video.